Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Creator to Creators today. We have a special guest.
Darnell Stalworth.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I've been wanting to talk to you for the longest.
I know. We met a long time ago, but now it seems like we're able to meet up and finally connect.
Yay. Yeah, timing is everything, I think. Everything happens in the right time, and yeah.
Yeah. So you're in Alabama right now. Did the hurricane come yet?
No, there's nothing since I just got here. No, everything's fine. Yeah, yeah. Okay. There's a hurricane?
Good. There's supposed to be a hurricane hitting, I know, like Texas, I believe Louisiana, and I think Alabama.
Oh,
Category 4, yeah.
Oh man, no, I haven't heard anything about it since I got here, and because I was in Atlanta. No, I mean, I've heard about something in Florida or somewhere, but I didn't know it was coming to Alabama. I had no idea.
Yeah. Supposed to hit like the whole East Coast, I believe. It's supposed to like track up. So I'm bracing for it in New York, but yeah, it's not here yet.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah. Well, hopefully not. Gee, that would suck. So I know that you are an editor, a film editor, actually. So how did that happen? How did that start? Like, how did you start that?
It started when I was younger. I had a camera. Me and my sister used to make, I guess you would call them Vines now, or TikToks, Reels, whatever the new thing is, but short videos. And my mom just kind of fed the flames, and I went to school for journalism. It wasn't really what I wanted to do, but it still taught me editing and producing and all of that. And once I got out of school, I started my own company and kind of went the TV route, reality TV, camera op, then became assistant editor, and finally became an editor.
Nice. Yeah. Now, were there as far as like the journey there, I'm sure it was up and down.
Yeah.
Like a lot of different personalities that you're meeting along the way. So were there, I mean, as far as like, was it hard to get into or to make those connections?
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely hard because I mean, just from starting off, I was a PA and I was driving an RV for this show called Long Island Medium.
Yes.
So I would,
Yeah.
yeah, I used to drive the RV, clean the toilets, park
Wow.
the RV in my mom's driveway because I was just out of college. Nobody on the block really liked it, but I
Wow.
was working. Yeah. So from there, it's all about, and that's how I learned about it's about who you know. So you build your connections from there. I became an AC, then finally became a camera op on Teen Mom. But
Yes.
I didn't like the travel. I didn't like going from city to city. Each week they'd be like, okay, you're going to South Dakota. Next week you're going to West Virginia.
Oh,
So I
wow.
wanted to kind of like build a family here in New York. So I dropped everything, became a post PA because I knew I wanted to be an editor,
Yeah.
and worked my way up from there. Became an AE and then finally an editor.
Nice. Wow. That's, yeah, that's good that you knew what you wanted and that you were like, you know what, I don't want to travel. Because I know there's some people that love to like do the whole traveling and, on the road kind of thing. And that's just seems like a lot. Pretty intense,
It is.
honestly. So, so everything
Yeah.
that that you're in New York, so everything is pretty much like you go here or whatever, and you're just like New York area mostly.
Well, I mean, luckily now that COVID hit, it kind of pushed the work from home, which
Oh,
I've
that's good.
always wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to edit from home, have my own suite. And now that COVID hit, you
It's
kind of
like,
have to do it.
oh yeah,
So
we
it
die.
kind
Yeah.
of it sped that up, the work from home up, and I'm happy to be home.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. So editing, I'm sure it's definitely a process, and I've had my hand in it. The process and seeing it's pretty incredible. I mean, I commend you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have a really interesting job, but I'm
We
sure you
see
have,
everything. We see
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
everything. You make us look good, which is
Yeah.
great. But I'm wondering, like, as far as like, have you had any experiences where you get hired on a job and there's a lot of like re-edits, and they're like, well, actually, we like this, but we changed our mind. Like, how do you work around that and
Hmm.
your pricing and how that works?
Well, it looks well if it's in terms of pricing. If it's a project that it's not TV and it's for my company, like a small business that needs a commercial, I have a set number of edits and notes that they could have. So say it's like 3 round notes, X amount of dollars, 5 rounds notes, X amount of dollars. But if it's for TV or like my main job, I I look at my edit as art. And once it's out in the world, it's everybody's, and it's everybody's to comment on and give notes. So I do not hold any feelings towards my cuts. If somebody gives me some harsh notes, I understand that's the client, and I look at it. I hold no judgment, and I just see if I could work with them and try to figure it out. But I noticed that a lot of editors, if you become too attached to your cut, it's just going to cause a lot of friction between producers and editors and the EP. So I just try to step back away from the edit and look at it from an objective point of view and really listen to people's feedback without getting too emotional.
What's your favorite thing to edit as an editor? Like, you have a
My favorite
favorite type?
thing I would say is scripted sci-fi. So if I
Ooh,
could work on a show like Westworld or like a Black Mirror, love it. What
nice.
pays the bills is commercials, advertisements, social media ads. It's really huge right now.
Yeah.
But I love scripted, anything sci-fi scripted is my favorite.
Well, I would not picture you as a sci-fi guy. I am
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I listen to so many books, read so many books about sci-fi, watch so many shows.
Have you seen I guess it's kind of sci-fi-ish. The Lovecraft Country, Jordan Peele, new project that he
I
produced.
heard about it. I did not see it yet. I know he
Yeah,
has a Twilight Zone on CBS, but it's behind a paywall. So
yeah,
like you have to pay for CBS All Access just to see it, which
yeah.
I'm not really a fan of. It's like there's too many streaming subscriptions going on.
Yeah, there is a lot of that. There's a lot of that. also, as a film editor, is there a lot of, I mean, I'm sure you know a lot of other editors that are doing their thing. Is it competitive? Is it like or is it just enough work out there for everybody to just keep working?
I'd have to say, in reality TV, it can be competitive. Like where I'm at now, it's not that competitive because I have like clients. But when I was in the trenches and I was strictly doing reality TV, you might only have 4 editors per project. So trying to be one of those editors, somebody has to drop out. You have to know an EP that will bring you on. So it's competitive. When I was at AE and I was like, hey, could you teach me how to do this? Or let me cut something down. They were like, okay, we'll give you something, but we're not going to give you everything because I like my job. And if they see that you're doing my job better than me, then there might be some sort of problem.
Yeah. I like what you said that your main job, and that's what that pays the bills, but you also have a production company. Where have your own, you're doing your own thing. And I like that. So what made you start that and do, go out on that adventure?
Well, when I got out of college, my friends, they were artists. So I used to make music videos for them.
Oh,
and
cool.
I just kind of, people word of mouth, and then other people want videos. So that grew into that. But then I stopped doing music videos because it's just not my thing. So now I
totally understand.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Like, maybe now I could take it, but I guess back then, in terms of notes, maybe I was too attached to it. And just dealing with artists can be hard, trying to schedule and make sure this person does that and pays on time. It became a lot when I was around like 21. So, but now, it's a little bit different. So.
For sure. So for your production company, where do you see that going?
I see it just evolving with the times. Like I said, right now it's huge because so many businesses want to advertise on Instagram and Facebook. And it's so easy. Like even from my business, $20, you could get 3,500 to 5,000 views for your advertisement versus TV, you're paying like 500,000. And wow. you can't even see, you can see your metrics, they'll probably give it to you, but not as easily as Instagram or Facebook allows you to. Right. So I see it growing in that field. I still want to work on myself and try to work on scripted when I can.
Nice.
And I do free, like I work for free because that's what I love to do. Yeah. I love to edit scripted stuff.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Are you working on anything at the moment?
Yeah, right now it's not scripted. It's a documentary about Hampton University. That's where I went to school. It's about their band, and it's a passion project. I still charge my cousins for it, but it's a passion project, and I enjoy to do it. So, yeah.
Good. That's awesome. I always say it's really important to, not just get by the phone. Create opportunities, like go out and write something and put it out on YouTube or Instagram. Like you said, there's so many.
And people want to see that too. They want to see proof of concept. Yeah. They want to see that you've been doing this. And if we give you a budget, you could handle it by yourself, not necessarily like there's a track record. Once you put stuff out and you have your own following and you've been putting out your own content, I think that's the total way to go.
Yeah, yeah. Independent is great because I was talking to someone about in the music industry and he's in music and he was talking about how, those like 360 deals, you get the contract and it looks good. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have the best deal ever. And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm not actually making any money. Independent, I think, is not actually a bad thing. There's a lot of people
Mhm.
that just kind of get turned off from the idea of going independent. And it's like, well, like if you you think, oh well, I'm just going to be working for free for my life, or it's
Mhm.
actually not that.
You want to be a partner with somebody. You don't want to necessarily be signed to somebody. Let's do this together. I want you to be my partner on this project. Whether it's NBC or MTV or even YouTube. Let's be partners.
What's the longest as an thing that you like a project that you had to edit and you were like on it for like ever? You're like, oh my God, like
That's a good question. Longest project ever. I'd have to say it was longest project. I'd say it was A World in Disarray. A World in Disarray on HBO.
okay.
It ran for like 9 months, and you had to read a book, and there was only like 3 editors, 2 junior editors, and there were so many notes because you're covering so many different countries, and so many different producers want to have their input to make sure we're not producing this wrong or telling the wrong story. So that took the longest.
Wow, that's so cool. What's your turn, like your turn, you have a turnaround time, like your quickest, like
Mhm.
usually
My
that you,
quickest?
yeah,
Well, it
I don't know.
depends what it is. Is it a film? Is it a
Well, okay,
advertisement? Yeah.
like your production company, the clients that you have or you do things for, like how long do usually it takes for you to like kind of pump something out usually on a
Hey, I could do it in 6 hours.
people 6
Yeah,
hours.
six hours.
I'm plugging you in. I gotta plug you in. It's like
Thank you. It's Lucid Frames. Lucid Frames on
yes,
Instagram. LucidFramesInc.com. Um,
nice.
but yeah, I've gotten pretty fast at editing commercials. It's the scripted, and it's I think the hardest is really reality TV because you're creating a story from footage versus somebody having something already in their head of what it's going to be
Oh, I see. Yeah, I would think reality TV seems to be like I don't know. It's saturated out there. I mean, there's so much.
Yes,
Oh my God, and people love it. People love it.
of course. I like it sometimes too.
What reality show are you into?
I think it's called Amazing Interiors. I guess it's considered a reality TV show where they just
Yeah.
show interiors of people's houses or extreme homes, stuff like that.
Oh, fun,
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I didn't take you as like a was it a love and basketball kind of guy?
Nah, nah, nah. It's hey, listen, if you want to hire me on it, I'll cut it, but it's probably not something I would watch.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm not into the reality TV. I had offers to do stuff for like do like reality TV, but I'm just scared of getting like stuck in one thing and then
Hmm.
that's all people know you for, and it's like I don't want to box myself in. I don't know.
That's why you got to keep working on yourself. I tell
That's
people like, listen, when you come home, you should spend an hour just on whatever you want to do, like whether it's creating your own beauty brand or you know studying to become a lawyer or something else. Just work on something for yourself because you spend 8 to 10 hours working for somebody else.
so
And if you spend that 1 hour a day over a year, you'll have a huge business, and well, not a huge, but you'll have a business, and you'll be doing something that you love.
yes. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love that. So if there is anyone out there that wants to get into this business that that you're doing, what advice would you give them?
Um, I would say, that's a good question. I would say just keep working, keep working. Even if it's work for free, if you're able to work for free, um, just try to keep yourself busy. And the more you work, the better you'll become. So you just need to put in those hours. Once you put in those hours, you'll become great, and people will recognize you. Like you said, if you start and you keep creating content or keep editing or keep trying to produce things, even if it's for free, or, you know, people just want to see the effort. And I think once you put in the hours, the opportunities will come. I've seen myself do things that I wouldn't imagine doing, but it's led to opportunities that I couldn't even think of. And it's the people that you least expect, something that you're like, I don't know if I should do this. It's really small. It's not going to pay well. But then you meet somebody and it opens up a whole new world. So I'd say just take on any opportunity if you have the ability to.
I love that. That's such great advice. Yeah, like we're never too good for something, you know, because we're always working toward, like, it's like you said, this one job that you do, you know, continue, and it's just better jobs, better opportunity. Then eventually you'll start getting paid. I mean, no one just cracks out of the gate unless you're like, I don't know, the Barrymores or something like that. But you know what I mean. Thank you so much for coming on. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anything that we should watch out for that's coming out soon that you're working on?
Nothing that you should watch out for. COVID has slowed things down, so, but hopefully soon.
All right, cool. We'll definitely keep an eye out. And oh yeah, your plugs, where you could find you.
Okay, so you could follow me. I'm Editor Bay on Instagram, but my company page is Lucid Frames on Instagram, and Lucid Frames on Twitter, Lucid Frames on Facebook, and lucidframesinc.com.
Until next time, remember to live, love, laugh. Bye.
See you.